Good afternoon once again, my dear sisters and brothers. I think all of you have already experienced losing someone very dear to you, people who are very close to you, people who are very important to you. And for those who have already experienced that kind of experience, it's a very painful thing. Sometimes it would even lead other people to live in misery because they could not live without the people that they love. I hope hindi pa kayo nakaranas ng ganong sakit. But if you do, and if you did, I hope that today you will be able to see what Jesus did to the woman, to the widow who was experiencing despair from losing a son. My dear sisters and brothers, in the time of Jesus, in his context, when you are a widow, you are already a loser. You will be feeling desperate already because once you will be losing your husband, you will lose the chance of financial support. Secondly, once you lose your husband, many opportunities to earn, to live well, will be gone, especially if your husband is not actually rich. And today, what made the life of this widow in the gospel more miserable was that the only treasure left behind, an only son, also died. I think if you could imagine and look at the situation in our gospel, probably you would say, sobra-sobra naman. And I guess so, yes. That's why today, Jesus, upon seeing the woman and all the people gathered during the funeral, had a heart filled with love and pity for the widow. It's not just because she was a woman, but because she was a widow. She already lost almost everything, and now she will be losing everything by losing her son. That's why there was an encounter between the widow and Jesus, and the encounter actually made Jesus use all his power to be able to bring a smile to the widow who was very desperate. That's why, my dear sisters and brothers, if you feel desperate today, look at the example of the gospel. Why? Because the experience of the gospel should make us think and say that all our encounters with Jesus are encounters of hope. When you see Jesus, when you pray, it's an encounter of hope. That's why in your moments of despair, may we always seek to meet him who gives hope. No? When you are here today, while you are listening and attending the Eucharistic celebration, I hope that you will find this day and this chance to see hope that is there. Nagsisimba tayo because we hope that something good is about to happen. But that hope must only see the hope that is founded in Jesus. Why do we need to hope? First of all, because Jesus, when he carried the cross, his suffering did not only end in Calvary. Diba? And the suffering of Jesus did not only end on the cross. Because while he was crucified and died eventually, he actually resurrected. No? Hope did not end because he was sent to the tomb. But hope rose again because there was resurrection. So my dear sisters and brothers, today, whatever you are experiencing today, you may have lost your jobs, you may not have been promoted, you may have prayed for something but was not given immediately. I hope that you will be able to see Jesus as your only hope. We need to hope because Jesus would always tell us that when you seek him, he will always listen to our prayers. But how do we become a source of hope? Because although we say that God is a source of hope, Jesus is our only hope. Saint Paul would say also in the first reading, in his letter to the Corinthians, that although we are one body, there are different parts. And most probably, Jesus would want to use you as the hope of other people so that people can see the presence of Jesus in your faces. Do you think that your seatmates, those people seated behind you, in front of you, beside you, has the image of Jesus? No? Pakitingnan nga po yung katabi natin. Look at them. Does this person bear the face of Jesus? You must be able to bear that face because St. Paul is telling us today that your faces must allow others to see the face of Jesus. You must become the hand of Jesus to those who need your hand. You must become the head. No? You must become any part to the person who is in need of your presence. Because the hope that Jesus is giving us is actually being imparted into us, as Saint Paul would say. You may be one body, but we have different parts that function as one. And when we start to care for each other, then hope arises for those who have lost it. So, my dear brothers and sisters, as I end my homily today, I really hope that as you go to your homes, you try to reconcile with the people that you have conflict with. You try to reconcile with yourselves, especially when you say that I don't feel anymore that something good is going to happen. I hope that you reconcile with yourselves and in the end tell yourselves, today I acknowledge that Jesus is in me and Jesus is with me. That's why I will hope despite the misery that I am experiencing today.
Please stand.